Hello everyone, Thempire here with more new cards. That's right, it's new card season. When it rains, it pours. We got new Goukis from the Doom of Dimension set, or as it's known, Dude. Are you ready for the Dude set? Goukis are some fucking dudes. They are some fucking dudes. So let's see what we got here. New Goukis. Gouki is a classic deck. A bunch of little Earth Warriors that can link summon some guys. They have a lot of repeatability because they just keep coming. But they don't really do anything except make a big guy who's like got some unaffected stuff on him. He's a little bit of towers. Sure. But let's see what they got. Gouki Mashin Suprex. It's a level 4 Earth Warrior tuner, 1800 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first second of when return. You can reveal this card one other Gouki monster in your hand for someone that's both. Oh, both. Oh, okay. I was about to say this card is like, because you have to have a Gouki monster in hand. But the reason you have to have a Gouki monster in hand is to special summon both? That's not bad. But you can't special summon while you control either of those monsters except for Gouki monsters. That is okay because you'll use them to make the link to immediately, or something else. This card is set for the field of the graveyard. You can add a Gouki card. I was about to say Gouki card. You got a Gouki card for your deck to your hand, except for Gouki Mashin Suprex. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Alright, got a fusion. I wonder how we're making this fusion. Okay, Gouki the Tyrant Ogre, a level 8 Earth Warrior with 3500 attack. That's pretty hefty. 0 defense, of course, because it's a Gouki. Materials: 1 Gouki Link monster and a warrior, dinosaur, or Cybers monster. Interesting. So, why is it like this? Well, the man is it just Gore? Is his name just Gore, or is it Kilgore? I think it's just Gore. Who played Gouki in the anime Vrains. He originally played Gouki, then he switched to Dino Wrestler, which is where the dinosaur's coming in, but he also was friends with the Earth AI, where the G-Golems come from. That's where the G-Golems come from. I don't know if he played them or if the Earth AI plays them or something. I don't know. I don't know the specifics. I didn't watch Vrains. I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, this is for Gouki, Dino Wrestler, G-Golem. Cool. That's actually really cool. And you can see that in the design here. There's a lot of Dino Wrestler in this outfit, and I assume some G-Golem stuff. Is that the armor stuff? It kind of looks cybersy. I don't know. Okay, if this card is fusion summon, you can target cards in the field up to the total link ratings of the Gouki Link monsters using material. Destroy them. If you use a Link 3 or higher monster as material, those cards cannot be activated in response to this effect's activation. Okay, so it wants you to use high Link rating Goukis as material. And you get to destroy a lot of cards. That's pretty cool. It does require you to fusion summon, which that's going to require a new card, I assume. I hope you're not expecting me to play Polymerization in my Gouki deck and just naturally draw it. This card battles, your opponent can activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Okay, that's fine. This card is fine. It's fine. Gouki Dragon Ogre. This guy... That's the Green Ranger. What? That's the Green Power Ranger. That's the Green Power Ranger right there. That's the Green Power Ranger. What the fuck are you doing here, Green Power Ranger? what the fuck is that? He is the Dragon Ogre, I guess. Huh. Level 6 Earth Warrior Synchro Effect Monster, 2200 attack, 0 defense. A tuner and a non-tuner. So this is it's a 6. So you want to have a 2 to synchro with the new Mashin guy. If this card is Secret Summon, you can add a Gouki spell from your deck to your hand, which I assume is going to be down here and have a fusion effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target an Earth monster you control, which would include, of course, Dino Wrestlers and G-Golems as well. Add a Gouki monster with lower attack from your graveyard to your hand. Also, while the targeted monster is face up in your field, your opponent cannot target that monster for attacks. Cool. That's neat. There's a reference to a Japanese professional wrestler. That's cool. but he does absolutely look like the Green Ranger. He like 100% looks like the Green Ranger in like almost every way. Like that's the Green Ranger. We got a new Link monster. He's got a samurai helmet. Is that legal in the Sheik? I mean, I guess that's kind of a veil as well. It's it's a samurai face mask with a Sheik's veil. Okay. All right, sure. It's the Iron Sheik. Link 2 with 1900 attack. Bottom left, bottom right. Seems not bad. 2 Gouki monsters. Hey, I was just saying we could just make a Link 2. You can only use the first deck to discarding once per turn. Gouki monster is added from the deck to your hand, except by drawing it. You can special summon any number of Gouki monsters in your hand with different levels from each other, but you cannot special summon while you control any of those face-up monsters except for Gouki monsters. This card is insane. This card is absolutely insane. What the fuck? This is crazy. Like, if a Gouki monster is added from your deck to your hand, except by drawing it, that's the entire deck. Every single monster in the fucking archetype does that. And then special summon any number of Gouki monsters you have different levels from each other. A lot of them have different levels. Levels, they got them. There's like a ton of them. Super X is a 4. Triscorp is a 3. Rescorpio is a 5. Headbat's a 2. Those are all good ones. Bear Hug's a bad one. Octostretch is a 1. There's Ring Trainer is a 1. Tag Partner's a 5. Moonsault's a 6. I don't know those 3. Guts is a 1. Guts is not particularly good except in limited where it's crazy. And it says any number. So if you have 1 through 5, you can summon 5. So like if you happen to have the 5 levels in hand, and this is extremely unlikely. You have to actually just happen to have these in hand or be going through some sort of combo. But if you happen to have all 5 in hand, you could summon all 5 off of the graveyard effect of the Gouki you use to summon this fucker. But that's not very likely. But you could theoretically have like 3 in hand because you're doing part of your combo and you've got more cards on field. So you don't only have like 3 spaces, but you have 3 cards in hand. So then you summon 3. Like that's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. And then during your main phase, you can fusion summon a Gouki fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material, which would include this Shake Ogre, and then you can you don't get the extra effect of the fusion guy where they can't be reactivated. So maybe you do want to make another Link monster and use that instead. I don't know, but maybe you don't care about that and you just get 2 pops off of this guy who summoned you 3 guys. This guy seems crazy. This guy is insane. This guy is absolutely crazy. That's awesome. Okay, and then we have Gouki Fighting Spirit. It's weird that these kind of seem like they're positioned as cards that bridge the gap between Gouki and Dino Wrestler. But instead, they are really cards that make Gouki strong, and also you could theoretically play Dino Wrestler in it, or G-Golem. Like everyone's always been like, oh, they should make cards that bridge the gap between Dino Wrestler and Gouki, like to tie them together. And like this is that. Oh wait, this one does it a lot more actually. I just noticed the word Dino Wrestler right here. So let's read this one before I say any more. Gouki Fighting Spirit is a continuous spell. You can only activate 1 card of this card's name per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. When this card resolves, you special summon a level 4 or lower Earth monster, warrior, dinosaur, or Cybers. I don't know why I couldn't say dinosaur there. If you're in hand in defense position, that's not bad. That's not bad all on its own. You contribute a Link 3 or higher Gouki monster, especially summon a Dino Wrestler or G-Golem monster from your deck or extra deck. Or extra deck. Or extra deck. Huh. Like it won't. I assume Are we making is I assume if it was properly summoned they would say that, so it's going to be improperly summoned, but that's really interesting. That's extremely interesting. Is there like an I don't think there is an independently powerful dino wrestler that you would Pankratops. Like you could get Pankratops from the deck. That's crazy. I'm thinking about like the extra deck. Is there anything in the extra deck we would want? Because like Dino Wrestler Pankratops is already like independently good. We know everyone knows that. I'm trying to think outside the box here. And since it has access to the extra deck, I want to know if there's anything in the extra deck. If this card battles, your opponent cannot activate spell check cards at the end of the damage step. Opponent monster cannot target this card for attacks except for target monster for attacks except this one. It's got 3,000 attack. Okay. At the start of your opponent's battle phase, you can target attack with the monster you control. Your opponent controls the battle phase. Cannot attack with other monsters until that one has. And you have to declare an attack destroyed at the end of the battle phase. That's kind of cute, but it's not very good. Pankratops, of course. Chimera T Rextal, which seems to be the one that they're intending for you to use, based on the artwork, maybe. If this card battles, your opponent cannot activate spell traps until the end of the damage step. If this card attacks a defense monster, piercing. Your opponent's monsters cannot target monsters for attacks except for this one. This card destroys a monster by battle. Gains 500 attack. It already has 3,500. That's not bad. If this card destroyed by card effect, destroy all your opponent's attack position monsters. So it's not particularly good. It is exactly the it's his outfit that this guy is wearing, which is fun. Like at least part of his outfit. And also his stat line. He has a stat line too, which is cute. Spinosavate is one I often go to as like, is that anything? So let's see here. If this card battles, can I activate spell traps? That's like not all of them. Opponent's monsters cannot target monsters except for this one. Once per turn, you can target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it. It's got a pop. That's not awful. This card will be destroyed by battle or card effect. Destroy one card you control instead. Protection effect. Okay. Parkourio. If you activate Dino World Wrestling, target a Dino Wrestler in graveyard, add it to your hand. Send to the graveyard as link material, target a Dino Wrestler in graveyard, special in the defense position, but negate its effects. You cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for Dino Wrestlers. Ew. Yeah, that wouldn't help. I was like, oh, you could like use this to link out the Parkourio and then summon it right back and then have more link material. No, it's not very good. Not worth it at all. Yeah, and I don't think there's any. I think it's really just Pankratops you want. The G Golems, Invalid Dolmen is one of them. I don't remember if it was good or not. Co-link monster you control are unaffected by monster effects activated on your opponent's field. That could actually really work in this deck. Once per turn, you can discard a Cybers monster, draw one card. If this co-link card is destroyed, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. I mean, you could actually use this. Like, this actually seems like something you might be able to use all right. Like, Gouki has link monsters. You could have them co-linked with this and have them be unaffected by activated effects. And then you could, I think there's ways in the deck to pop things quick effect style, maybe? And then you pop Dolmen and negate the effects of opponent's cards. All monsters your opponent controls must attack this card if able. Once per battle, this card battles an opponent's monster. Do 4 damage, calc quick effects, and an earth monster from your hand to the graveyard. Till the end of this turn, opponent's monster loses 200 attack. Also negate its effects. Oh, there's a negate. You could get this guy out too, and he's got a negate and a huge attack stat. When your opponent activates a card effect that targets a link monster you control, you negate that effect, destroy that card. Oh, and so if they try and target this guy, you could also negate that. And you've got Earth monsters in your deck, so you would have the Earth monster for this. Oh wait, it's only if this card battles an opponent's monster. I mean, that's still useful, but not as useful. Menhir is just a combo piece. There's no reason for that. I don't know. Invalid Dolmen could be useful if you can get the link arrows to line up. In fact, it might even be able to help you get the link arrows lined up because of how its link arrows are set up. Like, if you get something that's pointing down, Like this points down. It's not pointing straight down. You'd rather have it pointing straight down, but maybe you can find something else, some other way to do this. You get the dolmen on the field, and you have 2 more link zones you can use, which is pretty nice. I guess you could get out G-Golem Crystal Heart and use it to get one of your Gouki Link monsters back. That seems like an okay thing, maybe, but I feel like you're better off using the effect of Fighting Spirit to get Pankratops. Pankratops is so crazy. And you want to be playing, like Pankratops is like fine to play anyways, right? It's like already a good card, and then this just makes it searchable, just get it onto the field. That seems pretty good. And then it also has the special summon a guy clause. Yeah, these seem like pretty good cards. Gouki's game plan though is so far behind the times. I'm just not sure if this is enough to modernize the deck. These cards are really good, but is it enough? I mean, Chic Ogre sure like feels like it should be enough, right? Because it just turns any 2 guys into everything. But you know, you have to actually get 2 guys on the field. And the thing about Goukis is that it's a lot of, from what I remember at least, it's a lot of 2-card combos. Like even this new guy, right? Even this new guy, you need to have a Gouki in hand. 1.5 card combo here. And it gets you 2 guys on the field. It's still a pretty good card, but like I feel like you're gonna have to run a critical mass of Gouki guys to get this off consistently, which means you're lowering the amount of non-engine you can play. Okay, so yeah, Gouki Super X adds a Gouki card, which means it can. Okay, so they're all adding Gouki cards. Was this one? Yeah, Gouki cards. So we do actually have access to Gouki Rematch. We have a lot of access to our spell traps, of which I believe only Rematch is good. Is Finishing Move good? I feel like I recognize Finishing Move, but I don't recognize Face Turn or Cage Match at all. Rematch I know is good. That card's crazy. So with that and like this additional search off of the synchro, honestly, do you even need the synchro? I guess probably, because you need to be searching. You need to be searching for your guys, to your monsters, to especially to power up, to really make this worth it, really make the Chic Ogre worth it. But you can get in a search of Gouki Fighting Spirit in addition to your Gouki Rematch, and then you can do some shit here. You can do some shit. I'm really like blown away by these. These seem quite powerful to me. Huh. Yeah, I mean, like, again, the only thing is like Suprex. You normal summon, you special summon a guy from a hand. 1.5 card combo. New guy is a 1.5 card combo that doesn't use your normal summon, so that's nice. Those 2 together could get 4 guys out on the field if you have 4 guys in hand to get out on the field. Or 3 cards to get out on the field. So you get like Suprex, and then you get Twist Cobra onto the field, let's say, and then you link them off. One of them searches Rematch, one of them searches a monster, then you have a monster to summon off of the new guy. So that's like, you could have like 3 guys, and that would get you there. Or maybe you go Suprex, Twist Cobra, or it doesn't matter who, Twist Cobra, Rescorpio, Headbat. Any 2 guys with Suprex summon, Suprex summons the other guy. Then Suprex You link them off for a guy. You activate their effects. You get the new guy and another guy you want to summon. It has to be any Gouki monster, so it doesn't matter the level. And then you summon those two guys, and then you can link them off again, and then you can grab rematch off of one of those. They grab a rematch later, and then your graveyard is full of stuff. I don't know. Like, that seems all right. And obviously, Headbat can also special summon, but it does need to send a Gouki monster from hand in addition to targeting a Gouki monster you control. Like, these cards are old, right? They're from 2017. They have a lot of really weird restrictions. Yeah, Octo Stretch is like a weird thing to protect your life points. So it doesn't really help you either. And the thing is, our current... I feel like these maybe are kind of lacking a payoff for all this. Like, you can get so much material on field, but what are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? I guess nothing is locking you into Goukis forever. Right? So, like, yeah, you could make Thunder Ogre or Destroy Ogre or the Great Ogre or the Master Ogre. And, like, those are some good cards. This one has the ability to return to hand Gouki monsters you control. This card points to, and then target the same number of face-up cards your opponent controls and have their effects negated until the end of this turn. That's not bad. Great Ogre makes all monsters on the field lose attack equal to the original defense. And it can destroy a monster this card points to instead of being destroy a battle or card effect. Destroy Ogre, when you destroy a battle, it's not destroyed. The first time, at least. You can... This one does lock you into Goukis. Your opponent special summons one or two monsters from their graveyard. Special summon that many non-linked Goukis from your graveyard, as long as this card points to. This card seems bad, actually. This card seems really bad. Wow. And then there's Thunder Ogre. Make this card gain 400. This turn player applies the following effects. Normal summon is... What? Am I Wait. Where's the guy with the ball and chain? Where is the guy with the ball and chain? There's Jet Ogre. Jet Ogre is a good extender, right? No. It's just a link to. Were they lacking a good link to? I guess this is kind of an extender, but not really. Because you'd have to trigger it yourself to make it an extender. The Solid Ogre. What the What? The Solid Ogre? There's more Gouki Link monsters than I remember there being. This guy, they just made this guy up. Can I destroy a battle or card effects while it points to a Gouki? Target a Gouki to main monster zone. Move that monster you control your main monster zone this card points to. And then it protects itself. Okay, that's cool. What is Giant Ogre? Cannot destroy battles, unaffected by activated cards. Your opponent's monsters with attack less than or equal to this card, which has 3,000 attack. When it activates a card effect that targets this target or monster this card points to, make this card lose exactly 500 if you do the activation, which then makes it more vulnerable. That's kind of neat. Once returned to this card, current attack is different from its original attack. You can make this card gain 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. Oh, okay. Huh. That's kind of neat. Jet Ogre is not particularly good, actually. Blade Ogre, gain 300 monster attack for each monster this card points to. 2 monsters this card points to on either field. This card can make it a second attack during the battle phase this turn. Okay, here's Power Load. Power Load's the one I'm thinking of. Gains attack equal to the combined link ratings of all other link monsters you control times 200, which can make it pretty beefy sometimes. And it has a link arrow that points down to Invalid Dolmen to co-link. Pretty cool. But also this link summon card is unaffected by other card effects, so it doesn't really need the Invalid Dolmen. You contribute a link, Gouki Link monsters card, then target cards on the field up to the link rating, destroy them. So it does the same thing the Fusion does, but better, basically. You only use this effect once per turn. And better is a relative term, I would actually say. in this case, it's not exactly better. Hold up. There's some more cards that are missing here. Show me them all. I want to see every single one of them things. Iron Claw. That's the one we were missing. Wait, hold up. Send this card from your hand. When a Gouki monster battles an opponent's monster. Never mind. I mean, that could be useful, actually, but, like, I don't think it's good enough. So, like, we just looked through all of the Gouki Link monsters. The only one that seemed like it's actually good at all is Power Load, and that's just a towers. It is unaffected by other cards' effects, like just totally just burp, 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 burp. Which also, the fact that it says other cards' effects is not your opponent's card effects does mean that it's also unaffected by Invalid Dolmen, but that doesn't matter because it is also unaffected by everything else. So that's a very funny thing, though. But all this means you can make Power Load Ogre more consistently. Like, wasn't it already able to do that really well, though? Now you can make 2 of them, and then they'll have a lot of attack points. But again, none of this, except for that one card we were looking at, the Destroy Ogre, which seems like a bad card anyways, locks you into Goukis. So, basically everything I've been doing for the past, like 6 minutes has been completely pointless because none of it locks you. You can just make whatever the fuck you want. I was just trying to see if there's something in Archetype that was worth making, and it turns out not exactly. Power Load is decent, and I think you'll probably want to make that at some point. It's probably better than ending on basically anything else in here. Do you even want to make the fusion monster? Probably not in most cases. Yeah, no, not really. So, like, that's only something you do later on, I guess. Rematch different levels, so it means you can't use the Link monsters. Damn. I wonder if there's another way to get this back on the field at some point. Or if you just want to, like, leave this guy on the field. Seems like that doesn't seem right. But I don't really see a good way to summon back a Gouki from the graveyard either. So yeah, I mean, there is one way. There is one way to summon back a Gouki from the graveyard. It doesn't seem very good. Oh wait, it says non-link. They foiled me. Target a Gouki card you control, the Gouki monster graveyard, destroy that card in the field, special summon one from the graveyard. I mean, I guess that's fine. Get you a search is basically what it's saying. It's like, hey, if you already have a Gouki on the field, you can get a search off of this. Probably don't play that. This card's not particularly good either, but it's better than some of the other ones. So if you need like another search, maybe that. Place counters on the card. The Gouki monster destroys opponent's monster by battle. Remove the counter from the card. At the end of the battle phase, the last 3 counters have been removed this way. You can special summon as many Gouki monsters as possible, different names for your hand or deck, but place 3 counters on this card. Okay. That's not very good either. Okay, good to know. So yeah, there's only 2 spell cards worth searching, which means the Synchro feels kind of superfluous too, if I'm being honest. Like, it gives you an extra search, and that's not nothing. But like, yeah, the entire deck is searchers. And they can search any card in the archetype. Spell, monster, trap, and they don't even have a trap. Why didn't they give him a trap? Could have given him a trap card. Wouldn't that be neat? Maybe they decided as part of the identity that they don't have a trap card. But yeah, like, you can just get, you know, with Suprex, you could get 4 guys on the field easy. Like Suprex plus any other Gouki is 4 guys on the field. That's Power Load Ogre right there. But it's also more than Power Lord Ogre. And I think you can make a lot of stuff with this. This seems like it has a lot of potential to do some crazy stuff. But I'm not sure if its potential to do crazy stuff is any more crazy than any other deck. So I don't know. That's it for me. I've been yapping about this for too long. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below. It's time for me to shut up and for you to talk. Let me know down below what you think of these cards. What is Gouki going to be up to? How do these cards help Gouki? How do they not help Gouki? Like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, this card's the only card that matters. Not just that card. This card too, and probably the continuous spell too, because it's the second good spell card for the deck. One of two. But like, I'm thinking like the fusion and the synchro don't really matter too much. You might make the synchro anyways, just for the extra search, but you might not. I don't know. Maybe it gets a guy back from your graveyard to your hand, which might be something too. I don't know. That part I really don't know, because not many of the Goukis have a good way to get themselves onto the field. I guess like this might be good if you're going if you have Suprex Mashin Suprex. I forget what Mashin means. But if you have Suprex and Mashin Suprex, I think it just means super or something like that. Then you can summon, Suprex, and then use Suprex effect to summon Mashin, and then you can synchro them off for this guy, and then use this guy's effect to search a spell, use the two effects of your guys to search two Gouki cards, and then use this guy's effect to add Mashin back to hand, and then Mashin can summon one of the guys that you searched, and so that lets you get back with a similar amount of guys on field, not the same, but like similar, because you had to use up one guy to go into the synchro. But at least it can help in that situation if you only have the two Suprexes in hand. But I think, and that's the fact that that's like more utility than Tyrant Ogre, which seems to just be like, oh, if you're closing out the game, make this guy and he'll pop some guys for you. Which Power Load also does. But Power Load needs a Link monster to tribute, so this guy could be a guy to make otherwise, I guess. I don't know. Well, if you're making this guy, you have a Link monster on field, don't you? Whatever. Anyways, again, I need to stop. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of these down below. What do you think I got right? What do you think I got wrong here? Let me know. Let's brew on these Goukis, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment, and maybe shared the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons, Ko-fi subscribers, and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by in the credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Jeremy Coatney, Frog Prince Michael, Fleakill, Haru Hayes, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizumi. A big thanks to all my other patrons and to my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.